Alright guys, so coming very soon to Global will be the next World Tournament, really only a handful of days away here. I believe, actually, as crazy as it sounds, both Global and GP are having World Tournaments this weekend. Now, you know, for people who might look into that deeply, like, Nani, what are they going to do? I don't know. I don't think, like, the events of the next month will be lined up on Global or GP or anything like that. You know, Global will be moving into their movie anniversary stuff, presumably, while GP has the 4-year anniversary. But, I mean, it is cool that both versions have a World Tournament at the same time. Now, Global, in terms of the reward cards, definitely gets a huge W here. This Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman is one of the reward cards that Global will be getting, and he is a fantastic unit. We're actually going to go ahead and rainbow him right now. Now, I would dare say that this Great Saiyaman right here is maybe the best World Tournament reward card. Either him or the Tech Cell are probably right there. I actually do really like that Physical Bojack as well. He fulfills a nice little role, so I do think you could probably consider him up there. Whereas, you know, JP is going to get that end of Dragon Ball Z Goku, who he's more of a trophy card than anything. And then they're also getting that Pan, who I just don't like the effect that she has, right? This Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman will be very, very helpful. Looking at it, I gave him 17 crit. Really, I probably should have just given him 20 dodge, but I did that, you know, just in case when he gets an awakening, he could actually be a nice little damage-dealing unit. Some of these World Awakenings recently have been very, very good, so I wanted to leave that possibility open. But let's go ahead and take a look at this Great Saiyaman. He can be used on the Hybrid Saiyan team or the Majin Buu team for the real category teams. So the Hybrid Saiyan team now, you know, you use this guy, you use Bra, and those LRs can really probably start to, like, spread their wings. So let's go ahead and test that out in an event. Alright guys, we'll go ahead and hop into an event with a team sort of looking like this. The Hybrid Saiyan team, I still think is a little wonky, but, you know, with some of these LRs, you really can get them to sort of link up pretty good. Really, the biggest disappointment, it's just that, like, you know, you kind of have to go with probably either the Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman, who will work very well on the Majin Buu team also. Either this guy or Bra are really kind of the two, like, units you would use. And then, obviously, like, if we're comparing the Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman, he's just not as good as Bra. Bra is just a superior unit. They made her busted. I've talked about it several times recently, but, like, the point stands. Like, I just have to get it, like, through people's heads that they made that Bra legitimately one of the best units in the game. Like, they really did that. So, you know, Bra is going to be very, very handy. Now, we'll see what maybe eventually happens. Both the Majin Buu arc team and the Hybrid Saiyan team, I think, are due for a new leader. Either we could get some sort of LR category leader who could strengthen either team. You know, I don't know, maybe a Rage Trunks Hybrid Saiyan leader, maybe a, I don't know. What Majin Buu character would be a nice leader? I don't know, maybe like a, I don't really want it to be like a Super Buu. Maybe like a transforming Goku or something, like we'll go Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3. I guess they probably wouldn't do that, but you guys kind of get what I'm saying. Like some sort of strong Majin Buu character, maybe a new Ultimate Gohan or something. I don't know what exactly they would do there, but either we get a strong category, like, leader for either of them, like an LR, which it could be done, or the other big thing we could see would be a, see, this is actually the rotation I wanted here. Ooh, this is going to work out really perfect, where I'm actually getting the rotations I wanted for both turns. We'll make sure to show the super attack, but the point was I did want to get this consistent Hybrid Saiyan team out as well. But the other possibility I was going to talk about here with the Hybrid Saiyan and Majin Buu arc teams is the possibility of the dual category leader skill. You know, a character like this Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman will be very, very valuable depending upon which, you know, category might be, you know, smashed together with the Hybrid Saiyan and Majin Buu arc team. He could be a very, very capable unit, I think, on both teams, like how whichever one might get dual category leader skills, right? So maybe Hybrid Saiyan and Potara, I don't know, just random stuff, right? Majin Buu arc, and then I don't know, pure Saiyans. That seems very, like, you know, some sort of, maybe like a base form Goku and base form Vegeta combo card. Could be an LR for the you know, that. the Majin Buu arc team, like from their fight with Kid Buu, right? And the ultimate could be like a spirit bomb or something like that. Like, you know, they've already done that several times, but like, hey, who knows how long the game's gonna go on. We're gonna be getting a lot of different stuff like that coming in the future. Really, that Buu arc team, you know, they have gone very heavy on Buu arc characters so far in Dokkan, so it does kind of leave me scratching my head, like, what could they do for, like, a powerful category leader, like, you know, maybe, like, a base form Vegito that would transform into Super Vegito? That would be really cool to see. Actually, that is a good one. Like, a transforming Vegito card would be very, very cool. Hopefully, you know, they could actually give him good links, like Prepare for Battle and Shocking Speed. That would be a dream, a godsend, if they would go ahead and do that. Because that's one of the big things, is that the Majin Buu arc team is very, very constricted right now with physical Vegito as the leader. Like, we just need some sort of all-purpose leader, like some unit that works very well with all units. Like, I would almost say whatever Majin Buu arc leader we would get next, that would be a support type unit, would make that team very interesting, because then we could use, you know, Majin Buu's alongside Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku and, you know, Super Saiyan Adult Gohan. Like, oh, actually Adult Gohan could be an interesting one. Not Ultimate Gohan, but just like the Super Saiyan version, like a Super Saiyan 2 or something like that. Could be interesting. Okay, so definitely want to get the Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman some action here. I did want to show, like, we could kind of keep these LRs, you know, kind of in a line, and we would be able to just chop through the event, right? Even for, like, Super Battle Road, they do work pretty well together. I will probably keep LR Gohan right here, I think, just because LR Gohan just continues to have such a broken ability, man. Like, that extra key he gets per key orb, just so powerful. How much damage do you take? 22,000. Okay, so, you know, the rainbow defense helps him a little bit here, but still not enough for him to take almost nothing. 400,000 attack set right there. Again, more of the big deal would be like the 3.4 million attack set by Gohan here. This is kind of the tough thing. When I rainbow support type units, it's very difficult to sort of quantify their effect, right? But obviously they're making, you know, the two LRs on the rotation as well a lot stronger, right? Like, that's a big deal of it. Like when I showed, what was it? The World Tournament Cooler, the AGL one, funny enough, who's actually about to come out on Global as well. And I paired him up with LR Majin Vegeta, and LR Majin Vegeta on the, like, double 120 team was having damn near a 4 million attack set. And it's like, a lot of people were like, oh, well, you know, it's just this is a Majin Vegeta showcase. And it's like, no, but wait, it was only because of Cooler that he was able to do that. Like, support units sometimes can be just a little bit tricky to kind of show off. Also, while going through this, it does, I noticed how, like, lately, ooh, Super Saiyan 3, nice. As we're moving forward with the game, like, you know, we're getting all of these multi-purpose characters, right, who, you know, maybe have good attack, good defense, they have a solid link set, they have an interesting effect on their super attack, you know, but really, like, a unit is more likely to have, like, 130% attack and defense, rather than just, like, 150% attack from the old days, right? So even though the summonable LRs, like the first wave, are still very, very good, that's one thing about them, right? Like, LR Gohan doesn't have defense to protect him. LR Trunks, as long as he supers first, his defense can get very, very high. I think he also just has a pretty high defensive set. 14,000 is very, very good. So LR Trunks usually can handle his own a bit, just after, provided he gets supers off. Now, LR Trunks and Goten, they are a unit that struggles defensively definitely a lot, because especially if they get additional attacks, they're lowering their defense and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see, right, as more LRs come out. Because, like, you know, we sit there and go, oh, you know, LR Cell, turns out he's not really too spectacular, right? But he has an attack and defensive bonus, which, you know, sure, the old age of LRs can hit a lot harder, but they're not as balanced as the newer ones are, right? So while it's easy to say, like, oh yeah, LR Bardock, he's the worst LR, LR Bardock at least, you know, has an attack and defensive buff, and he gives himself a lot of keys, so it's easy from the super attack. I would say LR Bardock is one of the most interesting units to me, that's on a category right now only that has a 130% attack buff. I think LR Bardock, you put him on a double 170 team, and he becomes an interesting unit, I think. I could see him crossing a 5 million attack set if he was like let's say he was on that double physical Broly team. If he was somehow on there, he would be putting up big time numbers. So that is another thing to consider with all these dual category leader skills, and how like everything is just going to get a lot different moving forward, right? Like all these team builds are all going to go out the window once we start getting a lot more of these dual category leader skills. And I wonder like how often they'll just release like okay, so Broly, right, was a super hype character, but he did not introduce a new category with him. Whereas both Hit and Gogeta Blue, the two other dual category leader skills, they did introduce new categories, right? Gogeta Blue introduced the movie hero category team, and then we also had Hit introduce Universe 6 category. Like, how many of these upcoming... Another Super Saiyan 3? Damn, okay. How many of these upcoming dual category leaders are we going to get that are going to have, like, a new category attached to them, too? That's interesting. Like, could we get... I was going to say... What's funny... Okay, look, let me just make up a category on the spot. I don't know, like, how about, like, a Baby Saga or Super 17 Saga... new category leader, and then they also have a buff from Hybrid Saiyan, right? Because, Pan, Trunks have a really, really big role in, like, early Dragon Ball GT. So you could easily kind of get Hybrid Saiyans along with, like, Baby Saga as a category leader skill. Could be interesting. Certain things like that, these types of units, the Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyan Man, Bra, the physical Pan, support units like that could become very, very vital for dual category leader teams like that, where possibly they might not link the best, right? But, alright, let's just go ahead and take a look now at the Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyan Man. Very, very solid unit. Alright, so this is Shining Gold Justice Great Saiyan Man Super Saiyan 2. His leader skill is SCR type P2, HP attack and defense 50%. So, I don't know, just a shade lower than what I would like to be for a sub-leader skill for Dokkan Battlefield. His super attack is the Super Kamehameha, which greatly raises attack for 1 turn and does supreme damage to the enemy. Now, his effect on super attack, combined with his passive, Power to Stand United, super class allies 2 key, and 30% attack and defense, and then extreme class enemies defense minus 50%. I could see an awakening for this Great Saiyan Man possibly being similar to what, like, the AGL Cooler has become. Again, a unit that's just about to release on Global, actually with this Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyan Man card. Now, if that does happen, then, my decision to give him crits could become, useful in the future. Now, who knows, when he'll get an awakening, how long that will be, but, he could be even better, like, really interesting after he awakens, because they have made some of the recent World Tournament Awakening cards very, very good, almost out of nowhere, so that is an important thing to remember. Now, this Great Saiyan Man, one of the things about him is he has incredible links. Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, Hero of Justice, Prepared for Battle, and Kamehameha. So he is a dream unit for really like the Hybrid Saiyan team. Again, he'll work really well on the Majin Buu arc team. That's why I think after an awakening especially, if he could just hit a little bit harder, he would be so good to just throw and like rotate around on that team. Because he'll be sharing links with so many people. He'll be giving just key and attack and defensive buffs to all units. Like, he'll be very, very helpful. This Gohan is a very, very well done card and is very, very strong. Now, his 12 key multiplier is 140%, which is decent. So again, like, you combine all this, him greatly raising his attack, maybe after awakening he will stack the attack, whereas now it's only greatly raised attack for 1 turn, but in the future he could just, permanently stack that to really make him interesting. So there's a lot of things they could do for our boy right here to make him a very, very nasty card. Now, he's also on 3 categories as of the moment. He is on the Hybrid Saiyan category team, which of course, is just the default that we use all these, you know, Gohan and Trunks cards on. You know, hopefully at some point soon it could get a better leader skill. But as of right now, you know, no dice, right? He's also in the World Tournament category, which, you know, I mean, if this was a legitimate team, this Gohan would be very useful over there, because most of the characters on it are super class, but it just doesn't, you know, it's not a proper team, right? And then the last thing we have is he's also on the Buar team. Unfortunately, you know, Hybrid Saiyan and Buar teams are kind of just outdated at this point, and they need, like, new leaders, you know, to be completely revitalize them. So hopefully we can get that soon for those two categories specifically. But here he is, guys. This Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman, a very, very good unit. I do recommend people grinding for him if they can. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.